Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today, we are playing Anime Power Defense. I got some big things to talk about and some really weird things to discuss as well. I was thinking about doing a review on that new game called Anime World Tower Defense. Oh no, not Anime World. It's literally just called Anime Tower Defense. And yeah, it's honestly in a rough state right now. Like if you play like a character like Kenpachi, Sengoku, a lot of the starter characters they end up being like good at the start, and then they give them like single target at the end, and I'm like so confused. Like Kenpachi gets single target on his last attack, which kills his entire kit, and it's just a bunch of weird stuff like that. So I don't think I'm gonna review that game till after it's been out for a little bit. They rework a lot of their starting characters. I don't know whose idea. maybe they got a maybe they got it switched. Maybe like Kenpachi was supposed to do slashes first, then he's supposed to do released power. Because I think it's kind of weird that he's doing the opposite. So that's just that's a weird thing. Another weird thing is the wiki right now for Anime Power Defense is a little wrong about some of the information on some of the characters as of late, such as uh, it, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just tripping. Um, I'm probably just tripping, honestly. Yeah, I'm probably just tripping. Don't worry about that. I think I was just reading it wrong because if you don't know my Blaz right now is doing like 50 something, but I could see how he could be doing 60 something as well. So don't worry about it. Okay, so we're going to be talking about like Blaz here and or Bazz. Now, for this character in general, I don't understand where he's from, or what his gimmick is, but he just feels like a much weaker Minato. I can't say that he's like the most incredible character in the world. He just feels like a weaker Minato that is slower, slower, weaker, and I'm kind of confused because I don't know. Maybe it's because he's supposed to get a buff, but he's definitely not up there whenever it comes down to just what do you call it, relic character wise. Well, we're gonna discuss this as we get into a match real quick. Oh, I got on the wrong world. Let me just go back. So we're gonna give Blaze we're going to do a few tests. So we're going to review him. We're going to talk about his kit. We're going to talk about how expensive he is. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and get into damage numbers. And then we're just really kind of see where he can really go with it. Because right now, the kit that I have with him right now is the equivalent of okay, okay, and then really good range. If you guys want, I think it would be best if we just did this based off damage in general and go based off of his. Well, actually, that's actually as close as we're going to get to base stats. So, I mean, that's not too bad. All right, so let's go ahead and dip into it then. For someone like Baz, I didn't expect for him to be this mediocre. Let's get a blue planet run going. All right, beautiful blue planet. Let's go ahead and go into hard mode. No, actually, this is too fast. I think it would be best if we went into infinite mode. So we're going to test him out for a little bit. One, we're going to test him out using kind of just his kit. And then after that, we're going to throw some stuff on him, kind of see where we could go with it. So that's kind of the method right now. Okay, so we got 2 times speed and everything already. Let's go ahead and just start off with him, just to show off what he can do. He is a line unit. That's his basic damage. For a relic unit, you'd think that he'd do a lot more starting damage without, the buff. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But, Minato, he's got SSS, and it's like that's starting damage. This guy, he's got decent starting damage. Um, his moves are a little expensive. They're not too crazy. They're just a little expensive. All right, come on. Come on. Oh, and he's already lost it. Okay, let me start off with Minato this time, because I don't think this is going to work. Oh, yes, I also turned off effects. Oh, darn it, I'm ruining this thing. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a very cool effect. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and restart from that end. Oh, no, we don't have to restart at all. Okay, never mind. We're good. Okay, for one, Bazz is just not doing the job, so we're gonna have to like actually buff Minato just a little bit. Oh lord, this is probably a terrible start. I thought it was gonna be an easy start, honestly. It's okay, not tripping. All right, let's go ahead and get Minato on the ground, off the ground real quick with Lightning Dash. Here we go. As you can see, Minato is just kind of doing most of the work here. I don't think that I don't think Bazz is going to be doing much work in the early game. At least not with these stats. I gotta buff him just a little bit in order for him to keep up. All right, let's do that. There we go. There we go. There we go. As you can see, Minato is definitely keeping up right now, and we're gonna go into we're gonna put down a safety net for Bazz real quick. And we're going to give him like a safety net with a bunch of Minatos in the back line, just so we can go ahead and take a look at Bazz. Bazz, one thing about him is he does cost like 11,000 a max. So that is more expensive than someone like Minato. Hence why I'm putting down more Minato first. Okay, so now let's get talking about his max stats real quick. So this is like around his base stats. So you could do the plus 30% buff to his stats from here, and then just kind of like see where he goes from there. But as of this moment, he is doing, let's see, 6.2. He's doing about 100 DPS, 107 DPS. Where Minato, in the same regard, is doing just right now about, and this is with all S stats, by the way, with Minato. So let's see, he's cheaper too, so that's what I do like about him. Divided by 1.3. Minato's doing about 2 times as much. But let's say that we do give Bazz his buff. He could be an incredible line attacker, that is for sure. Let's see how many Bazzes we could actually put down. We're going to put down a lot of Bazzes real quick. As many as we can. It's 3. So 3 is his maximum placement. He's doing really good so far, though. Oh, this is not good. All right, let's get another Minato down. Minato will be doing 2 times the amount of damage right now. This is okay. Okay. And let's go ahead and get some Kuro. Kuro is doing like 1,000 right now with his attack, so that's very, very nice. Let's see. We could only put down 2 Kuros right now, so that's kind of tough. And then we'll put down a Goku Black as a safety net. Goku Black. All right. Now we're kind of cooking. So as you can see, Bazz is kind of just like holding down the line, kind of clearing. I think Blue Planet is definitely the best for him. I think after getting him some buffs, we could definitely see him doing a lot more damage here. But for a 30% increase, think about that for a second. 30% increase, 30% SPA minus. He's probably going to be on the same tier as someone like Minato, in my opinion. The only difference is, I think, between the two, is that Minato is still slightly faster than Bazz, which makes him more of a threat to most of the enemies in the game, and he's also cheaper too, with the same amount of placement cost. I wouldn't say that they're more along the lines of being competitive, competing with each other. I think that actually together it could just be more of a bonus. And with someone's range like Bazz's, it's hard to say that his range is not bad either. He could be doing the same amount as Minato here. The only difference I would say is that he's just too expensive. That's the problem. But whenever it comes down to like other modes, I see why a lot of like end game players do kind of put down other characters, such as, for instance, they kind of throw I keep calling him Yawatch, but his name is Yuha. They keep putting Yuha down, like they keep putting him down in Uryu, because they're both like much better whenever it comes down to their attack and stuff like that, because they have circle damage and stuff like that, so it's like full damage. This guy, not so much, more along the lines of just repeated line attacks. Is he bad? Not exactly, but is he worth the grind compared to other characters like Uryu and Yuha? I don't think so, personally speaking. I think personally that Uryu and Yuha are definitely worth grinding more often, especially if you want to get a maxed out relic unit. That is just kind of the method to do it because I don't really see this guy actually being able to compete. At least, he kind of plays the same role as uh, Minato. So I wouldn't say he really can compete, especially since Minato is cheaper, easier to put down and forget about him. Because with Minato still doing more damage at the end of the day, I just don't see this guy being like crazy good. Now, if you got another buff, maybe if he did like 20% more damage on top of that, then we could possibly see something from him. But honestly, from the way that he kind of plays right now, he just feels like a weaker Minato, and I don't think that he's like incredibly crazy because of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. I don't think we're gonna put anything on Bazz because I think we're gonna get the same exact work as if we're gonna get Minato. So I mean, there is Yuha, there is Uryu. Those dudes are way easier to get. I mean, not way easier to get, but like Yuha, not so much. But Uryu is definitely worth farming a lot more than Bazz due to the fact that Uryu does have a way better kit and is far more destructive than Bazz. And I think Bazz definitely deserves like a buff in some way, shape, or form. I guess Bazz is just going to probably fall out of meta if this ends up being the case for any longer. There are characters that do his job a lot better, such as Kuro and stuff like that, with the same amount of damage, but even more. So, so it's like, it's kind of hard to say that he's going to be on that category. All right, take it easy, dudes, and peace out. Yeah.